And our next story is from Israel. After delaying the controversial judicial overhaul, the country's cabinet has taken another contentious move, one that could ignite the same kind of protest that we saw in the last 3 months. Have a look at this report. On Sunday, the Israeli government approved a decision to form a national guard that would function as a private militia. Private militia for whom? For this man, Itamar Ben-Gvir, the National Security Minister of Israel. In fact, he is the one who came up with the idea. For the unversed, Ben-Gvir is a far-right politician. He entered the parliament in 2021. He leads a party called Otzma Yehudit, or Jewish Power. In the past, this 46-year-old politician has been labeled as Israel's Minister of Chaos. He has been convicted on at least 8 charges, including supporting a terrorist organization and incitement of racism. And he has now proposed a national guard, one that will deal with unrest in Palestine and take orders directly from him. The Israeli cabinet has given its nod, but reports say a committee comprising of Israel's existing security agencies would determine this National Guard's authorities. This committee has 90 days to make its recommendations. In the meantime, here's what a statement from Ben-Gvir's office has to say about this force. Let me quote. The National Guard would deal with emergency scenarios, nationalistic crime, terror, and strengthening sovereignty. It will comprise of 1,800 members who will bring back personal security to Israelis. The statement further added that more details about the Guard's goals and authority will be issued by the committee in 2 months. The announcement has been met with disdain by opposition leaders in Israel, leaders like Yair Lapid. He put out this tweet on Sunday, calling the government's decision an extremist fantasy of delusional people. Exact words used. He said this move would cut budgets at other ministries to fund Ben-Gvir's private militia. And by the way, he's not the only one who has condemned the plan. So has Israel's former police chief. Have a look at this report. Israel's ex-police chief, Moshe Karadi, says that Ben-Gvir's proposed National Guard can be used to launch a coup in the country. He says Netanyahu should learn a little bit of history and see what happens in countries in which politicians have their own armed forces. And he has a point. Take the case of Turkey. The president of Turkey uses the services of a private security company, a company called Sadat International. In 2016, when there was a coup attempt in Turkey, this company is said to have helped Erdogan maintain his grip on power. Armed personnel from this company were involved in the suppression of the coup attempt. And in return, Erdogan made the owner of the company his chief military advisor. Will Israel use the National Guard for similar operations? Will it use them to suppress anti-government demonstrations? We don't know. But recent developments in the country add to our doubts. I'm of course talking about the protests that gripped the country recently. Thousands of Israelis from all walks of life hit the streets, protesting the government's decision to curtail the powers of the judiciary. In face of the resistance, the Netanyahu government backtracked and delayed its judicial overhaul. And now it has announced the formation of a private militia. What exactly is it planning? We don't know. The developments in the days ahead might give us the answer. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.